when I'm in this home, you will hear my husband and I say how much we love it. I think we're like a year or 2 years outside of this project, and we still comment on how we love this part of our house. Hi, my name is Amy, and my husband David and I, and a family of 3 children and dog, we all wanted our kitchen remodeled, and we chose Derek and his team at Shack Built. Our old kitchen was disgusting. We lived in it for about 20 years in the way that it was when we bought it. So maybe we did a few things like paint the cabinets and stuff, but it was really closed off from the rest of the house, very sort of dark, not a lot of natural light. We had an old oven that was literally from 1950s with the little clock that goes to set the clock. We had a microwave oven that came over the stovetop where you couldn't even like put a big ladle in to stir. It was super annoying. But we started out with Derek just coming into our home, and he was asking a lot of good questions like, what is the reason for this remodel? What are you expecting to get out of it? Going over what our goals were, and then what he could provide, how much it would cost, what the timeline would kind of look like. I felt like they just prepared us properly from the very beginning, showing us like, here's some things to anticipate, here's what could go wrong, here's how we're gonna deal with that if it happens. And then when the guys would show up, they were really respectful of our, the fact that we have a pet, the fact that we were still living here through the mess and the project. The thing that surprised me the most about this project was the design part of it. So I had some aesthetics that I wanted Kara to consider, like the color of the cabinet or this kind of hood or whatever, but I think it was the layout, and that was what was ingenious to me because there were some things to work around. And Derek's mind, I don't know, he's kind of a genius with this part of things in that he was able to see options of making this space the best it could be, and I'm surprised with how the layout occurred. I could never have seen that myself. After the remodel, it was like getting a breath of fresh air. Like I could literally feel calm, less stressed in my kitchen. The natural light was huge for me. The openness, being able to talk to people that were in the family room while I was cooking or having them join in to help me cook. You could fit more butts in the kitchen. And it's just also very functional. But one thing that I did not anticipate, my son was visiting from law school, and he came for the weekend, and he said something that was a shocker to me. He was standing by the island and talking to me while I was cooking, and he was like, man, this house is amazing now. Like, this is totally different. I love it. I want to stay a couple of days longer. Now to hear that from my son I was like, oh, the remodel, priceless. Kind of like that commercial, I think it's an American Express card or something like that, where it's like, this thing cost this much money, but the overall outcome was priceless. And that was I did not see that coming. So not only did Derek and Shack Built exceed our expectations, I was surprised by how attentive they were when, after the project, during the warranty period, but even after, if there was something that is going wrong, they would answer us quickly and try to solve the problem for us. I would say thank you to the whole team of the Shack Built, whether it was Marty, just being, and Derek and Kara, all being like really honest and upfront about our choices, our options, and that just made me feel like I trusted them the entire time.